Hey babe! So this is a day late, but yesterday was kind of crazy. I was, my boss let me off early, and then my friend was like, ooh, let's hang out, and so I didn't get home until like 11 o'clock, and I didn't get to watch Fringe last night live, and I was so sad. But I watched it this morning, and I was like, oh my gosh! That was insane! But, anyway, so I'm going to start answering your questions. This is kind of like not scripted. I haven't written it out or anything because I'm exhausted and allergies are fucking killing me. So, your first question: what is your favorite book of all time and why? Well, at this point, I'd have to say Harry Potter just because I love it to death. But like for a single book, there's this one book that I found. It's called Pictures of Hollis Woods, and basically it's about this girl. She's an orphan. Hang on. Freaking pop-ups. She's an orphan, and she's really good at like drawing and stuff. But she's shipped around to like different foster homes and stuff, and she always runs away because I don't remember why. It's been a while since I've read it, and I let a friend borrow it, and I haven't gotten it back in like a year and a half. But it's really good. It won a Newbery. I think that's what the award was called, a Newbery Prize. It's really it's short. I've read it in like 2 or 3 hours. And I'm not a super fast reader, so, but it's really good, and it's very emotionally poignant or striking, I guess. I don't know. Okay. Your next question was, what is my best childhood memory? This is gonna sound weird, but I don't remember a lot of my childhood. A lot of it's just like vague. I remember stuff from like from like childhood videos and stuff. But I think probably stop it. My computer is freaking retarded. Probably some of my favorite stuff is back before my dad was like a workaholic. He would come home and he would start playing guitar for us, and I would just sit there and watch and be amazed at the music that he could play. He whenever he was younger, he really loved the band America. I don't know if you've ever heard them. Oh my god, freaking computer. I hate computers. I love them, but I hate them. But he would play all sorts of America songs and just like do stuff, like make stuff up as he went along. It was really cool. I taught myself how to play guitar a little bit. It's been over a year since I played, but he was part of my inspiration for that. So yeah, that was fun. Next question. What is one of my most embarrassing, most funny stories? Okay, so I've got two, and they're both related to this man here, David Cook, sexy and sensitive, as the magazine says. My first story, it was a month. I had my driver's license for about 3 weeks, and that was also about 3 months after David Cook's first album had come out, and I was in my dad's car on my way back from youth group listening to it. And Audrey, by the way, Audrey is the one that you talked to. Erica thinks internet is stupid. But, so, what was I saying? Oh, so Audrey was in the passenger seat, and we're listening to David Cook album, and I'm like, oh yeah, I got my license, I'm awesome. And so I'm going to like switch a song, like go back, because I wanted to listen to another song again. And so I have one thing on the button to switch, and then from Audrey's point of view, she says she feels this rumbling, and all of a sudden she looks up, and all she sees is a big 35 coming at her face, and she was like, Melanie, and I looked up, and I was like, oh god, and I swerved, but I still ran over the speed limit sign. Like, there was a pole-shaped indentation in the headlight, and I was crying, I was freaking out. I was just like, oh god, oh god, oh god. And Audrey was like, calm down, it's gonna be okay. And I was like, ah. So that's my embarrassing story. My friends at church, for a while after they heard the story, they started calling me Sign Killer, which was awesome. And then my other David Cook story, which is fun but also slightly embarrassing, I have to show you this picture. Hang on just a second. Okay, the eye socket camera. Can you see that? I don't know. It's that picture with me and David Cook. But basically, there was a David Cook concert up in Tyler, Texas, and my friend invited me to come along, and I was like, hell yes. Hell to the yes. And so we got there. We got there a day early, and then the concert was supposed to start at 7 p.m. that night, and we got at the doors at 10 a.m. because we're crazy, and it was general admission, so like the earlier we got there, the better seats we got, so we were the first people there. So about 12 o'clock, we are sitting in the lobby waiting, and we hear, like, there's radio playing, and we hear My Hero by the Foo Fighters come on, and he had done a cover of that, and so my friend and I were like, it's a sign. So we went and looked down into the gym where the concert was going to be, and we looked, and there he was, and I was like, oh my god. So we freak out, and we see him heading out the back, so we run around, because we had seen his buses there earlier, so we run around to the back, but he's already in the bus, and we're like, crap. And so we're standing there, and then all of a sudden he comes back out with his bass guitarist Joey and some girl and him, and they have like a baseball glove and baseball and stuff, and so we're just standing, and they like walk like right in front of us, and I'm just standing like, oh my god, and my friend was like, Melanie, this is like your one chance, like this could never happen again. And I'm like, and like at that moment I was like, what if he's not as nice as everybody says, what if he's and so I'm like, I don't want to bother him. So we're walking past, and he and Joey are throwing the baseball, and then Joey overthrows the baseball, and David's like, don't go in the bush, don't go in the bush. And so without even thinking, I ran, and I grabbed the ball for him, and he was like, oh, thank you very much. And I was just like, and I couldn't talk. It was awful. And like I think he expected me to like throw the ball back to him, but I was just like walking and holding it to him. And then my friend was like, well, since we got your ball for you, can we get a picture? And he's like, oh, sure. And so I like wrapped my arm around his waist and kind of put my head on his shoulder. And so we take a picture, and I'm just like smiling. And like later I'd shown it to one of my teachers who was like a friend, and I showed her, and she was like, I love how you're like, yes, we are a couple. I'm like, yeah, pretty much. So I took her picture for him, and I was like, thank you so much, and we walked away, and then I kind of started crying. Holy crap, this video is 9 minutes. Okay. I'm going to put this in 2 parts. Okay.